11:11. Whoops. Welcome, welcome. How are you? Hope you guys are doing good. Thank you for finding me and listening to me today. Super grateful. So on this reading, we're going to be getting into the sign of Sagittarius. Super excited actually about Sagittarius. I happen to be a Saggy rising in Vedic astrology. Capricorn rising in tropical. If you guys are unaware of your Vedic sign placements, you can please Google. You have to Google first, or DuckDuckGo, whatever you choose. Okay, I don't care if it's Google, but I would Google Vault of the Heavens, Lahiri. It's spelled Lahiri, but it's Lahiri, Ayanamsha, which sounds like Ayanamsha. Okay. So if you do that, if you can Google search Vault of the Heavens, Lahiri Ayanamsha, you'll get pulled up to a website called Vault of the Heavens. On the top left corner, put in your birth information. Please put your time of birth. If you're not sure what your time of birth is, please check your birth certificate. It does make a difference. It will change your rising sign down to the minute. So if you have some time and you really want to learn some truth about yourself, please be sure you know your birth time. That makes all the difference in the world. It changes your planetary placements, the degrees they're in, the nakshatras they're in, and it changes the rising sign. So it does make quite a bit of a difference, projecting what your life would be like and telling a little bit more about yourself. Anyway, so if you want the truth, you know what to do. If you want to look at the chart, you can do either South Indian or North Indian. South Indian looks like a square. And for me, it's a little bit more frustrating to read. I find it much easier to read the diamonds. So the diamond chart, map, whatever you want to call it, is the North Indian. So if you guys want to start researching with the North Indian chart, which is what most astrologers use, like Joni Patri and Kapil Raj on KRS Astrology, you can follow their videos to learn more about yourself. Okay? And once you get your chart placements and you know a little bit more about yourself, start looking into their channels, Joni Patri, KRS Astrology, Learn Astrology, and you can also look into Simon Jakowski, I think is how you say his name, and Ernst Wellm. And there's just many other good ones, but those are the ones that I think stand out to me for Vedic sidereal. You can also look at Dr. Arjun Pai. Arjun Pai, he has his own channel as well, the Pai Team, P-A-I. So anyways, that's how you can learn more about your chart if you're not sure about your placements. Anyways, all of you probably know your tropical. If you want to learn your tropical placements, you can go to astrologycafe.com. And you can just enter in your birth stuff there, and then it will give you the review of your tropical astrology if you want to take a look at that as well. Okay? So anyways, back to Sagittarius this afternoon, wherever you are. Okay? Let's see what's going on with the sign of Sagittarius. I hope you guys don't mind, but I decided, and excuse the green, hold on a second. Excuse the green in my nails. I do not have dirty nails. I have green still in my fingers because I was making my son's birthday cake, as you guys saw on the community section. I don't know if you guys all checked it out. On the community, I can't talk, seriously, Mercury. The community section on my page, I have a picture of the birthday cake I made my son, which is an alien's face hugger coming out of the egg pod. Anyways, all that dark color was a dark green, mostly, with brown. So what's in my nails is very dark green, dark brown, gel, food coloring. Okay, and it's not coming off for the life of me. I got it off my hands, but the nails, I don't know. I'm going to have to clip them and just work harder at it. But if you guys haven't checked it out yet, you can check it out. It was pretty cool. It took maybe, I don't know, 4 hours, maybe 5, 4 or 5 hours. So it's pretty cool if you guys want to see that. It was not actually that hard. I got the, what do you call it, like that polymer? Is that what it's called? I don't know. It's that frosting that you can roll. I forgot what it's called, but it's the frosting that you can roll. And I had a lot of fun molding it. It was kind of like clay. And yeah, I just got toothpicks and clay and knives and molded it, and it was really fun. Used some Rice Krispies treats for the body. That was pretty cool. All right. Spirit, please guide and protect me in this reading. I welcome you here in this room, that you can go within me and help me deliver a message of truth for the collective that is now watching. Bless us all watching this. Guide us into a message that will better our lives and give us more consistency and direction. We need answers, and we need to be on the right path. May this message help get us there. May this message also reveal nothing but truth. And may this message also offer healing and peace and understanding. Thank you for being here with me. I am a vessel. I am just a mouth that you can use right now to speak to many, many people through my collective. Thank you for being here. Okay. So let's get the first message for Sagittarius with these cards. Thank you so much, Inside Heart, for that comment of my beautiful cake. So we have 3 cards that came out for Sagittarius. Put it down a little bit. So we have the Dragon, and we have the Key, we have Love, and we have the Wyvern. It says here, your secrets are safe with me. True love and fidelity, strength and wisdom. Locked doors can now be opened. What I'm seeing is your faith has been tested. The love that you've had in your heart, Sagittarius, is great. In fact, it seems that you have a heart of gold. You've been facing a lot of, let's just say, obstacles. The Dragon. The reason, Sagittarius, that you've been put through so many difficult tasks through your life is to see how beautiful your heart is. You ever hear that saying, you never really know someone until you say no? And I think that's a message from Spirit. Spirit is learning and giving you the same lesson, but Spirit is also learning who you really are when Spirit tells you no. Are you still loving? Are you still kind? Are you still understanding? Are you still forgiving? Do you still have your faith? What happens when Sagittarius is told no? You can't have this person. No, you can't go down that path and have that specific career. No, you cannot have what you're asking for at this time. So you've had 2 options. One, you could get pissed off, be upset, be bitter, revengeful, angry, sad, depressed. You might lose faith. You might be frustrated. You might go in the complete reverse direction and just kind of say, F you. That's definitely an option. The option of frustration and anger and hurt. And it's also, unfortunately, the path of weakness. I'm not trying to offend anybody here, but that is the truth. Let's own that. If we choose to go that direction, it is weak. Only strength goes the opposite direction and says this: that's okay. I don't have to have what I've asked for. I'm happy with what I have. That's okay. I don't need to have this person to be joyful or happy. I'm happy on my own. That's okay. If that position is filled or this path is blocked for me, that's all right. There's another path for me. And that, my friends, is the true Sagittarian way. the path of optimism, the path of thankfulness and gratitude, the path of wisdom. Now, Sagittarius is the highest form of all fire. Aries, Leo, then Sag. That's how it goes in order. And it always comes in threes. Every element comes in threes. And that's because you have 3 stages. You have the birth, you have the death, and you have the reawakening. That's what happens in all elements. So for Sagittarius, you start off, very fierce and forceful is what I mean to say. You're very strong and you go after your dreams and you go get it. With the Leo energy comes the arguments, the testing, the trials, the tribulations, the obstacles to get there, which is why the lion represents strength and wisdom, but mostly strength, because you have to be one strong mother effer to get through a lot of problems and difficulties in life. That represents the heart of the Leo. You hear that saying, you gotta have heart. Do you have heart? Can you withstand this? That's a Leo phrase. Do you have heart? With Sagittarius, it is, what did you learn from all of this? What did you gain? What do you understand? And because of all of that, what can you teach? Sagittarius is a teacher. Sagittarius is a truth seeker. And Sagittarius is generally optimistic. But they have a very deep and profound foundation with religion. And you'll notice most people that have strong Sagittarius placements have a root coming from religion. Be it grandparents, be it parents, be it themselves. They tend to be drawn or come from religion. Drawn to or come from. And this is the foundation of the Sagittarius. It's faith. And it could be any religion you want. I don't care which one it is. But the essence of Sagittarius is a deep, profound faith. That's always their foundation. It always comes from every Sagittarius. It's their karma. It is what it is, okay? There's no changing that. So this is why they seem to always have an enlightenment about them. They seem to always carry the lantern. The lantern for Sagittarius represents faith, hope in the darkness, light in the darkness, trust in what is unseen, and courage. It's very frightening, if you really think about it, to go down a pilgrimage, a soul-seeking journey, the Hermit card. Now, a lot of people say, oh, well, Hermit's Virgo. I understand, and I know the roots of tarot, but I also am a way changer, and I'm sorry. But the Hermit card for me many times, and I've taught this in my tarot class, represents a Sagittarius. It does represent someone who's alone, on a path, seeking answers and truth in the dark, and they are becoming the light by holding the lantern for others, guiding the way. And really that's what Sagittarius represents. Hope, faith, and love, courage also to be alone in the darkness. And I mentioned to you, it's terrifying. Going on a path by yourself in the dark, facing all kinds of evil, all kinds of tears, and obstacles and unknowns and enemies. You have to be a Sagittarius to get through those things in the dark and guide others and just find answers. Sometimes you have to go in the dark by yourself to find those answers, and you have to be willing to do so. I posted a picture from the movie The Nun. I actually watched that movie last night with my family. I never saw it before. It was pretty cool. Scary, but not that scary. I'm still forever scared of The Exorcist, always will be. I watched it when I was young. It scared the shit out of me. And me being a Saggy rising, I have a very heavy faith in God. And that just was like, I was praying the whole time. I was like, dear Jesus, Lord, save me from this evil. I know The Exorcist crazy girl's in my closet. You need to keep her away from me. That's what it was. Oh, man. I know I'm not going to go in that kitchen and see a bunch of crazy red googly eyes over my oven. It better not be. Be still, beast, for I am protected and the Lord is with me. That was my childhood, guys. A little faithful little girl praying in the dark. Oh, God, The Exorcist. Anyways, the movie The Nun last night was pretty cool. And what I liked, though, was the bravery from all of them. There is a guy named Frenchie, which is the one in the thumbnail. He was fucking brave. And he was like, fuck this, you know, I'm going to go forward. I'm the only one in the town that's going to go and retrieve these dead bodies. You know, these dead nuns from this haunted abbey, this possessed, evil abbey. So he would go by himself. I mean, that's brave in itself. The horse wouldn't even go down the path, but he would. Let alone go in the dark, in the graveyard, looking for his friends or looking for God knows what with a lantern, you know, to figure out what the fuck's going on. And he was scared as shit, but he still went in that fucking graveyard. And I'm like, dude, why are you in a graveyard right now? Like, you know, and I'm thinking Saggy, right? He's like, you know what, Steph? It's safer out here in this fucking graveyard than it is in that damn possessed ass abbey. Okay, I'd rather be in the graveyard in the dark in Romania than be in that abbey. So I was like, okay, that's a Saggy right there. But also all of them reminded me of Saggy in the movie. And every time I watch TV shows or movie, I definitely go into my astrology and want to see what makes characters characters. But he was a Saggy for a different reason. He was a Saggy for bravery. And he was a Saggy seeking the truth and being brave and facing the dark. I loved how the moment that the evil came out, he grabbed a cross, a wooden grave cross, and he carried it with him. And I'll find that picture for the thumbnail in a minute. I couldn't find it right away. But that represented the Saggy with the lantern and the cross in his hand in the graveyard in the dark. And I was like, fuck yeah, that is him hanging on to his faith, believing that God will deliver him and save him from whatever evil. And I was just really impressed with that. Anyways, the priest was also a Saggy because his faith also helped him face the demons, helped him face the evil, helped him face the dead nuns, helped him face being buried alive and a dead body being in there with him. I mean, his faith was what was keeping him sane. And again, these all represent Sagittarius. It's a theme. It's a theme that no matter what dark you face, your faith will see you through this. And that's why Saggy kind of hangs on to that foundation of religion, whatever their religion is, or whatever their belief system is, to guide others through the dark. Because all the other people that do not have a foundation for faith, they need a leader, which is Sag. They need someone to say, you know what? I will walk you through the valley of the shadow of death, for I will fear no evil. For the Lord is with me, and is thy rod and thy staff. You need someone to know, to quote scriptures, to give you words of wisdom, to guide you through your difficult times, to say, peace be with you. You know, you need someone to cast out the demons in people. You need someone to come and bless your home and call upon spirit and call upon the archangels and call upon these things. Now, many, many Sagittarius people are priests, pastors, nuns, just door knockers preaching, you know, the word of whatever they believe in. That is all Saggy energy, even if it's different signs for the individuals. It's all Saggy because they all represent the truth, the light, and they are the bringer of truth and light because they walk through the dark, and the dark represents the unbelievers. The dark represents everyone else that doesn't have faith or belief. They represent the lantern. They walk down that path amongst non-believers and guide them along the way. For when the non-believers become frightened, scared, or lost, and need teachers, and need gurus, and need light to guide their way, there lies the Sagittarius. And this is another reason why a lot of Sagittarius people tend to be very good tarot card readers, because they believe in spirit delivering messages to them. They use the cards as a divination tool. Psychics can come from the Sagittarius line. Intuitives, mediums, especially mediums, can come from a Sagittarius line. Why? Because Saggy and Scorpio are right there. It's surrounded by that. Sagittarius people have a true unique outlook on life. Behind them lies mysticism, esoteric teachings, deep mystical and magical beliefs. In front of them, Capricorn, lies reality, facts, the gist of being a human being on this earth and what that means, the basics. In front of them lies complete rational reality. Behind them lies everything that's not that. So they're right in between the both worlds. Saggy and Scorpio and Cappy, they're right between both worlds. So they are grounded and centered and locked in and harnessed in to a very balanced truth. So they do represent balance, and this is where you get that Sagittarius temperance card energy, the Archangel Raphael, but more just the angel appearance, where the angel of temperance means the angel of balance, restoration, deep healing, okay? And it also represents the long path. But that's why Saggy lies right there, because it's very balanced. It takes a little of both worlds and makes some magic from it. So Saggy, that's really your essence. That is your essence. And you are the guide and the teacher. So I hope you're prepared for that in life, you know. Now, the 9th house, which represents Sagittarius, is a house of luck, fortune, fathers, grandfathers, and let's just say grandparents in general. But grandfathers for sure come up, and fathers for the 9th house. So it represents the teachings of them. It also represents deep political beliefs and values. Sagittarians can have a strong political stand based on their family tree. They also have a very unique way to get what they want. They're excellent manifestors. So Sagittarians can turn something that seems like nothing into everything. They are alchemical. They can do so much. They can take a thought and make it into reality. I'm not bragging about myself. I'm just using a description because I'm a heavy Saggy rising, and that's an important placement, the ascendant. When I saw my daughter's bed, I had a vision. I knew what I wanted. I looked at a picture, and instantly all the mechanics, all the lumber, all the items needed came to my mind, and I just went shopping. Boom, 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 picking up all this shit. I never had any experience. I didn't have a blueprint. Nothing. I just saw a picture of what I wanted, knew what I needed to do. That's Saggy. The cake that I made for my son's birthday, I saw a picture of it on Pinterest and knew what I needed to do. I don't know the names of the shit I used. Some fucking kind of frosting that you roll, you know. Never did it once before in my life. But I knew what I wanted. I knew how to mold clay and Play-Doh, so why not that? And just made it. And I'm just using that as an example that that's what Sagittariuses do. They get a vision and they make it into the physical world. They can create something out of a picture or an idea. And this is why they're also masters of healing. Thank you, Jack Wolf. It's called fondant. There you go. Fondant. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. So Sagittarius, you do have an innate ability to make something out of nothing, period. And you have vision. And you also have follow through. All the fire signs represent action. So Saggy is the one that takes a lot of action. On anything. If you want to build a deck, Saggy will say, we're going to build a deck fucking today and let's get it done. And they do it. And they'll work from morning till 12 o'clock at night building a deck because they finished the job. Sagittarians are the what is it, the centaur or the manticore? No, it's the centaur. It's half man, half horse. That's what represents the Sagittarius. And it has the bow and arrow. And they're mystical creatures. they're nor part of the spiritual world fully, and they're nor full human. The centaur, yeah. So they are both. And that's how they can bring spirituality into reality, and manifestation into reality. That this is how they do it. They're just spiritual. They're just, and you know what harnesses them again? It's the faith. It's the belief in the faith. Now, they're very good at magic also, because what do you have to do to succeed in any kind of craft, any kind of magic? You need to have faith and trust and belief that what you're doing is going to work. There cannot be any doubt, not even an ounce or a sliver of doubt. It will not work. So Sagittarians innately can be extremely powerful in regards to magic. Okay. Anyways, it's just part of who you are, Sag. It's part of who you are. You're very blessed. Again, Saturn gets to choose your rising sign, your sun sign, your moon sign. Saturn is the one that dictates all of that. If you are blessed with a Sagittarius placement, chances are you did some good in a past life, and chances are you are ready to teach in this life. Part of the Sagittarius purpose, in case any of you are searching for your purpose, 100% part of your purpose, if not all, will be to teach, to instruct, to guide, be it yoga, be it tarot cards, be it on a pulpit as a priest or pastor, be it as just a mentor for the sick and wounded. Whatever this will be, part of your purpose, wherever you're called, will be to instruct and teach. That is part of who you are, Sagittarius. Embrace that. Whether it's leading a class, leading a group of people, even if it's just 3 or 5 people, you will be here to instruct at some level. Some of you may only lead 3 people. Some of you may lead 300,000. Some of you may lead 3 million. Okay? Now, I've noticed people that are Sagittarius tend to be also successful. Or at least they come off as successful. And it's because they're happy with what they have. Whenever you have an attitude of gratitude, you can manifest more and succeed more, and you just look abundant and feel abundant because that is the energy you resonate with. So usually Sagittarius people have a very high sense of optimism. Now, I have met some Sagittarians that are not, that have challenges with optimism, that have challenges on faith. But I can tell you this, if you're one of those people watching me and you have a strong Sagittarius placement and you struggle with faith and you struggle with being positive and you struggle with life, my advice for you watching me is this: maybe you're not following your true path. Maybe you're not trusting your intuitions. Maybe you're not following those things. Therefore, you're hitting the brick walls and you're feeling lost and you're feeling frustrated and angry. I ask you to sit back and meditate on your path and your purpose and listen to spirit and have a death of the ego. Because like all fire signs, there's an ego. All fire signs are related to the lower chakras, root, sacral, and solar. It's all a fire element, and it all has some sense of physical ego. It's a masculine vibe. So you may have to have a death of that to really find your path if you're frustrated or struggling in any way. Also, a lot of the reasons you're going to have a hard time, Sag, is if your faith is tested through the death of your parents, the death of your children, the death of a country that you live in. There's some kind of change, dramatic transformation. The loss of grandparents, the loss of some tradition. All of those things can shake and rattle a Sagittarius to the core. So again, if you're struggling with being what a Sagittarius represents, I recommend strong healing. And for a Sag, the best way to heal is on your own. That is the sad truth. Sagittarians heal best not in a group, not in a center, not amongst friends, but by themselves. When you go into deep self-exploration and a pilgrimage or a soul-searching, lonely, isolated journey, hello, Hermit card, that's when Sagittarius can recover and heal and master self. So if you haven't done that yet, Sag, and you are struggling with things, that's what's needed. A discovery of who you are on the inside and a rediscovery of your strength. Your strength will always be the foundation of faith. So whatever faith you have, Sag, get back and rooted into that faith and it will lift you up. That is your lantern. Your faith is always your lantern. So always return to those roots. And really that's what the 9th house represents as well, roots. And fortune. You're meant to be successful. Okay. So anyways, with the dragon card for what you're dealing with, you have proven to have a heart of gold. You are a loyal person here is also what I feel. We have true love and fidelity. Fidelity is loyal. Sagittarius, if you're watching this, you are a loyal human being. You keep people's secrets safe. You honor that. You also honor tradition and you honor your belief system and you keep that safe. You know what it means to throw pearls to swine. And you refuse to throw pearls to swine. So you know how to pick your battles. You've learned you can throw wisdom out there to anyone. You can share with them the truth. But not all of them will have ears to listen. Not all of them will have eyes to see. And not all of them will hear their shepherd's voice. And you're well aware of that. So you've decided to kind of keep those secrets to yourself until they're called upon or someone says they need them. I want you to know that whatever your level of frustration has been as of lately, those doors are going to be unlocked. There is a way that's going to be made for Sagittarius towards some kind of a dream or a hope or a prayer or a vision. If you feel like you have been blocked and your faith has been tested and you have performed the Temperance card of patience and perseverance and wisdom and faith, and you've done that and you've sat there in temperance, mastering the art of controlling your temper, minding your balance of mind, like where your thoughts go. If you've taken control of that, there's a door that will be opened. And so this is just a message of faith for you. Keep the faith. Something is going to change. This is a breakthrough. This is a tidal wave. This is a massive shift. This right now is much of a Tower card. And something is going to be moved out of your way. And what I hear in my mind as I say that is the sound of the tomb with a big rock being rolled out of the way. You guys can probably imagine what the sound of a big rock being pushed out of the way sounds like. That's what I'm hearing. The tomb is removing the rock, and you will rise. So if you feel like that's you, keep listening. Spirit, please guide and direct me with these cards. Allow me to be a voice and a vessel for your truth. Show me the Sagittarius. Okay. Sagittarius, you feel very much out of sorts. You are involved with a Virgo or a Libra. Could be a mutual fire sign as well. Aries, Leo, or Sag, preferably a Leo, but it could also be a mutual Sag, okay, or Aries. But I do think they might have some of those placements, maybe all together in one, all three. But anyways, you're very frustrated because you've been really wanting something to move forward with somebody. You've been wanting communication and truth and commitment from someone that you've put time and effort into. No, 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 don't open that door. There's a sticky paper. Give me a second, guys. I know you want me, but that paper has a decoration on it and you'll rip it. If you want to come in through the bathroom. Sorry guys, it's my little one. I have a poster for my son that's on my door, and it will rip if he tries to open it. Okay. Hi there.
Hey.
You're very cute. Why don't you go paint?
I want to watch the movie.
What movie?
GoldenEye.
Okay, well ask your sissy. Anyways, so I think there's a lot of frustration here because it looks like, yes, if you're good and you ask your sissy.
I will be good.
Okay.
I'll get figures myself.
Okay, thank you. Love you too. So anyways, what I see here is that you are Santa Claus. You are the giver, okay? You are the one that gives to this relationship. You nurture this relationship, whatever this relationship is for you. You've put time and energy and effort into something. And with my beautiful Santa Claus card, you have to be good to receive the gifts, do you not? You have to earn this. It doesn't just come to you. And notice the 6 pentacles on top of the fireplace, representing something important, like 6 years. You know, and 6 is the number of balance, okay? So the number 6 may be important to you, but also it just represents harmony and balance, Lover's card energy, okay? Now Santa's here saying, have you been good? Do you deserve these? Have you been a good boy and girl? What have you done to deserve these? Have you kept the faith? Even the energy of Christmas with Santa. Kids have to believe in Santa, right? You see all these movies. Do you believe? Do you believe in Santa? Do you have faith in Santa? If you don't believe in him, he's not going to come. And I feel like that's what you need to know. If you don't have faith, if you don't believe in spirit, and Santa represents, sorry to go there, but Satan, which represents Saturn, they're all connected. And most Sagittarius know where I'm going with that and what I'm talking about. Other people may be lost. But those energies are connected with Santa. Because Santa, in essence, is a very nice, fluffy form. Santa is a fluffy form of karma. Because Satan represents karma, and Saturn, the Grim Reaper, and also Father Time, represents karma. So this card right here, 6 of Pentacles, represents karma. This is just a nicer way to look at it. Usually it's you reap what you sow. Usually you have a guy that's giving some money to one person and to the other. But he gives a little bit more to one person versus the other. So it's not completely balanced out. But in my deck, it's not about giving more or less to one another. It just represents, do you deserve this? What have you done to earn this? Because some people want the payoff with very little effort and very little faith. Okay, I have a lot of people watching, so I want to let you know my fingers are not dirty. This is green food coloring. Sorry, I wanted to say that. I have a lot more people watching than earlier, so it's green food coloring. I am not a nasty fuck, okay? It will come off. Anyways, Sagittarius, I really need you to keep up the good work. I know you feel a little bit upside down right now. You almost feel punished, or you almost feel let's just say a lack of energy towards a certain situation. You do not have a lot of energy. Your energy level has dramatically decreased. You feel very tired. You feel very worn out. In fact, you no longer seek what you were seeking. There was something that you were seeking continuously over and over again, and you decided not necessarily to give up, because that's not in your nature, but you decided to go in a different direction for right now. You've decided to give that particular set of interest a break so you can regain your strength. You are loyal and dedicated with the marriage card towards the Ace of Swords, which is truth. It doesn't matter where truth lies, you're with it. You say, if there's one thing in this world I can trust, if there's one thing I can count on in this world, it is the truth. The truth will never fail me. Even the wedding rings are sitting atop a Bible. So it's almost like your commitment rests on your faith. And I just want to tell you, I think you have lost your faith in someone. You believed in them, you counted on them, you were fair with them, but they didn't treat you with respect. They didn't treat you with truth. They lied to you a lot. And what happens right now is you said, well, I'm not going to give to this situation anymore. If you want to be a liar and you want to manipulate a situation, you're not going to do it with me. If you want to drag me through the mud with bullshit and lies, I'm not up for that journey. This is, you will not drag me through the mud, and you will not drag me down a path that is aimless with no direction. I'm not built that way. And I don't intend to be here seeking you out and being committed to you forever. You either want to get on board with me or you don't. But either way, I'm going to dedicate myself to a different direction. That's what this is. I have a new beginning coming for me on the sword of truth. I don't bullshit. I don't have any hair on my tongue. That's the sword. The sword is usually a double-edged sword. And that's why a lot of Sagittariuses only speak what they're okay with being spoken back to them. Saggies are like, I only dish out what I'm able to take. You know, I'm not going to dish out a bunch of crap that I can't take. So Sagittarius is 9 times out of 10 dish out the truth. Because they can take the truth. They can handle it. But some people can't. Sagittarius people tend to watch what they say. Ironically, the 1/7 of a Sagittarius is a Gemini. That is usually a soulmate bond. Could be a Gemini that's involved, but we don't know for sure just yet. But since number 6 heralds from the Major Arcana Lovers card, it's possible there is a Gemini vibration somewhere sneaking in here. That soulmate vibe. But there's a very frustrated person here. And you're dealing with someone that's attractive, and you're dealing with someone that, by the way, and I'm not trying to hurt anyone's feelings. Look at that poor judgment. You're dealing with someone that is giving to somebody else and not fairly to you. Does that make sense in somebody's reading? That the person that you're giving to is giving to another person. They may even be married or just committed to another. Could be Virgo, Gemini, Libra, Sag, Aries, Leo. Okay? But somebody here is giving to somebody else, and it's let's just go ahead and say it. It pisses you the fuck off. Now, when a Sagittarius gets angry, they'll go off. They are fire. There's a couple bad traits of Sag, and one is a temper. Another can be impatience. And you think that's ironic for preachers and teachers, but Sagittarians don't have patience for the ignorant, and they don't have patience for liars. They don't have patience for laziness, and they don't have patience for disrespect. So Sagittarians go full forced like a raging fire when it comes to the bullshit that they don't really want to tolerate, because those things are very important and hold value. And how dare you lie, or how dare you be unfair and unjust? How dare you disrespect and dishonor the word of God, or their faith, or their belief system, whatever it is? How dare you dishonor that? I've had some unfortunate events in my life that led to, let's just call it a very tricky, unique circumstance, at least once in my life, actually twice, and they were unintended, where I got involved with someone, and I'm just speaking as a Sag, where I got involved with someone that was already committed to another. Now, the first time it happened to me, I had absolutely no idea. I went to his house and met his family. He met mine. I thought we were going to be a couple. We were a couple, but I had no idea that he had a spouse from another country coming back home. I had no idea at all. I was very young. Anyways, needless to say, because I'm a Sagittarius, do you think that I played along with that bullshit? Do you think I was a part of that bullshit? No, no, no. Let me tell you what a Sagittarius does. Just like the Queen of Wands, which is what the fuck I did. When I found out there was another person that was his wife, I felt, number one, remorse and extremely guilty that there was another person involved, and poor her. I didn't know her name, didn't have her number, didn't reach her, anything. She ended up calling me, which is how I found out. And I told the whole truth and nothing but the truth with the Ace of Swords. I told her everything I knew and everything I did and everything that happened, so she could have a clear picture of what the fuck she's dealing with. And anyways, that's what they do. That's what a Sagittarius does. I will not share with you the whole story because it's too long. But it ended up well. I didn't put up with his shit. I broke up with him, and I told his wife the complete truth and wished them luck. Good luck with everything, okay? And I'm sorry that I was ever a part of this. And that was it. Never spoke to the man again. The other couple positions I was in wasn't even about marriage. I knew another person who had been with a woman for many, many years while I was with my kid's father for many, many years. So we knew each other. He had left her on and off many times. They shared a child, which kind of heralds the Six of Pentacles marriage card. And when you have a connection, a karmic connection with someone in some level of high commitment, like children, it's very high karma attached. And he wanted to be with me, but I felt in my Saggy heart that there was still a connection between them. There was a connection between this person and the mother of his children, well, child at the time, and I didn't feel comfortable dating him. And so I told him what the truth was. Again, the Ace of Swords. This is what Saggies do. I'm just telling my stories as an example, and maybe it resonates with someone. 9 times out of 10, it does. So please let me. And I told this person, I think you should go ahead and, just make a go of it with your child's mother and see, what happens. Because I said, I think there's still something between you. I think there's still a strong bond. And knowing that you've been on and off, I feel like I'm going to get involved, and then you might want to get on with her again, and I don't know. So I'm just going to step away, and I'm going to wish you, the best with this person. And I was right. It took about 5 years after that, they had another child. And my intuition was telling me, let them. And I'm glad I did, because he shared karma and another child with that person. And he needed that. So I was glad. I was glad that I didn't partake in something that was, I knew that was not for me. Sometimes we listen to our intuition and sometimes we don't. Sometimes love can blind you. And love will blind you. But usually it blinds you when you're on the right path. When the truth and the lantern is so far in your face that it is blinding all else around you, that's when you are sitting in your karma. When you guys are sitting directly on your path, you are aligned, and something big is going to happen in your life, like the birth of a child, the marriage, or the union of a couple, or, you know, the direction of some path in some career form. If you are literally living your karmas, you will be so blinded at everything else around you. I promise you, that's what's going to happen. And it's because you're meant to go there. You're meant to walk that part of the path and not see anything else. Because it's blinding for a reason. It makes you stay there because you don't think there's anywhere else to go. That is a moment of truth. The Ace of Swords, that is a moment where when you're doing what you're supposed to be doing in this incarnation. If you ever feel like you are so lost, Sagittarius, and there's nothing else around you, just know that you are walking the right path, okay? And this too shall pass. You're just getting through some of your karma. The last time I dealt with a marital situation, it was a blinding path for me. I felt drawn to this person. It was a very unique relationship. Very unique. And his family was on board with us being together. His friends were on board with us being together. His daughter was on board with us being together. I felt he was telling the truth, that he was in a separation. He was still legally married, but in a separation, and had been in a separation for many years. Many years. Not just one, many. So I believed that because all the supporting factors around. And only then I felt comfortable to partake in the relationship. He also didn't live there. He lived with us. He moved in with me. So that just solidified what I thought was the truth. Like it would for anyone. But when I found out, Queen of Wands reverse, the embarrassment and the hurt and the truth, because sometimes the truth fucking hurts, that he was suffering from a breakup. He was suffering from the separation of this relationship. My truth was this: go back. Go back and finish your karma and finish your walk and finish this journey with this person. I think you still have a little bit longer to go there. Even if it takes 5-10 years, I don't give a shit. Sometimes it takes a long time for people. But you're not done and completed with that energy. And I don't want to be a part of this. I've never been that kind of person. I don't want to be a part of this karma. He insisted on staying and not wanting to leave. I was happy to hear that, but the truth still kept smacking me in the forehead. There were signs, there were just knowings. This person, I was right, is not done with this path. But I didn't listen because the blinding path and the reassurance of him, but he was part of my karma. Now I saw him in my birth chart, I saw him in my Navamsha, and I saw him in the D7 for children. So he was there in all three. I knew we had karma. I knew that he was part of my path. That's the only time I've ever truly been so blinded. And we partook in my path. So that was another situation. But I'll tell you this, even after what I consider part of our karmas being completed, I released him freely many times. Go back, go back, go back. There was refusals. But even after the fact of everything happening, I said, when I confronted his wife about what was going on, I thought she was on board. I thought the wife knew the truth. I thought the wife knew we were together and he was living with me and we were in a relationship. I thought the wife was on board with this whole thing. When I found out she was in the dark, even though they were separated, I, again, being a Sag, let this woman know the truth. Just so we could all have a true understanding of the situation. And I have always been an encourager of marriage and commitment. And I encouraged her, almost like a pastor, almost like a priest. I said, you know, I think you should work out your marriage. I think your person loves you very much. And I think that this person is heartbroken. And I think that for your family, I think you guys should continue to try to work on this. There's a lot of love and there's a lot of commitment here. And I know you guys have gone down a rough and rocky path, but that's all part of the deal. For better or worse, not better. This time happens to be a worse. But there's nothing you guys can't get through when there's love at the heart of it. Because love covers a multitude of sins, and love endures all things. So I tried to confront that situation and help them. You know, long story short, you can never really help people that don't want to be helped. But I just want you to know that's the place I've always been, a supporter of commitment and faith. And probably the reason I am a supporter of that is because I'm a Sag. Because I'm a firm believer of oaths and promises and perseverance and karma and truth. And I have faith. That is probably why I'm like that. So just to share that little bit with you, and I'm done, okay? But that's a little bit of Saggy energy, always seeking the truth, even against your own desire, because this is against your own desire. This is your own desires being fulfilled. This is winning. This is confidence. This is strength. This is high energy and momentum. This is major actions being taken on what you feel, and you're going to get what you want with the Queen of Wands in the upright. But when she is in reverse, this is when you have a whole different energy, which is why I was sharing my experiences. This is a loss. This is a lack of confidence. This is not a fulfillment of desires. This is a, complete destruction of what you wanted, okay? This is frustration and not being able to move forward, but being more so stuck and unable to go through a path or an obstruction of some sort. And so this is hitting brick walls. And when you hit these brick walls, you become this queen in reverse, frustrated, angry, upset, lack of energy, lack of courage, just disappointment, and maybe even sometimes a lack of faith because, you're not getting any answers here. This is being lost on a journey on your own. So Sagittarius, that's why I was going there in those descriptions, and hopefully that made some sense for you. I hope it did. Let's keep going. That one just wants to stay there, no matter what I do. You feel like you've been persevering and like putting your blood, sweat, and tears into a situation. You also feel like you've been waiting for a very, very long time. Okay? I mean, we're all here in years, 6, 7, 8 years. You also have the Ace of Wands in reverse. And bottom of the deck here is the Two of Swords in reverse. This is an indecision. Like, this is the decision in the upright, making a choice. This is, I don't have a choice. There is no choice. Okay? You feel very much no more desire, Queen of Wands, Ace of Wands, all your fire energy, which represents passion and desire, Sagittarius. On all fronts, there is no more desire to continue working on something. Again, I'm not saying you're giving up completely, but I am saying you are stepping away from this path right now. Seven of Pentacles is, I'm just going to go ahead and let it cool down. I sowed my seeds, Six of Pentacles. I'm waiting for the harvest. Whatever comes out with karma comes out. And to be honest, Sagittarius, you are waiting for karma to be delivered. Because right now, there is no verdict. There is no decision and there is no verdict on the karmas that have been sown. This has been going on for many, many years. Okay, 6, 7, 8 possibly or more. And Sag, you're just like, I put in the work. I spoke the truth with the Ace of Swords. I said my piece. I gave love, peace, and understanding and support. I delivered what I thought was needing to be delivered. Whether that person was on board or not, I spoke the truth from my heart as I understood it. So the Saggy says, however I understood it is what I spoke. If another person understood it in a different way, Six of Pentacles, another person, interpreted this differently, that's their prerogative. That's my prerogative. That's my prerogative. That's what came to my mind. Okay? That's my prerogative, honey. And you're like, that's your prerogative. If you saw it differently than I did, then that's your vision. Then that's your place, that's your karma. But from the seat I sit in, okay, that's from the seat I sit in. You do what you want. It's your walk. It's your life. I do what I feel I need to do. And so, yeah, the Bobby Brown song, It's My Prerogative. And that's your prerogative, is your jam right now. You're going to let whatever happens happen. You're going to let karma take on whatever role karma takes on. You're not asking to be the judge, the jury, and the executioner. Okay? You're like, I'm not really that interested. I'm going to let you do the judgment, Lord, Spirit, Source. I'm going to let the universe take control of this situation. Queen of Wands in reverse. I no longer want to take control. I no longer want to walk this path with this person. In fact, I want to get off this path with this person. I'm just going to wait, basically, and live my life and do what I need to do. 3 of Cups celebration to be happy and blessed and optimistic. And you're actually putting all your time and energy into work and career and your purpose. So your purpose to teach, to preach, to guide, you're throwing yourself into that. Whether it's going back to school so you can do it or whether you're just walking your path right now. But you are getting off of the path of passion and desire. So what you're cultivating is pentacles, money, a house, a car, a family, your body. Okay, you're throwing your energy into the physical. You're not throwing your energy into mixing up any kind of magical anything. The magic is actually gone. Because the Ace of Wands is the magic wand. And when that's in reverse, honey, there's no more magic in this situation. And this is, I've done all I can do. 8 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. I've done all I can do. I'm not happy with the results of it right now. I don't like what's come out of this. But what else can I do? I'm out of control, 2 of Swords in reverse. There's no other decisions left for me to make. I've made them all. I've said my piece. I've taken action. I've spoken the truth. I've opened doors and given opportunities. I've been fair Six of Pentacles, I have been fair. And if you have not been fair, Sag, if you're watching this and you know in your heart you have been unfair, and you know in your heart you have not followed a better judgment, and you know in your heart you have not put pentacles into a situation that deserved your oath, your promise, and your loyalty. If you feel that's not you, then you need to turn that around for yourself. Because every reading can be reversed depending on who's watching. So I hope that, you know, I believe that the Holy Spirit will convict your heart, because the Holy Spirit always convicts your heart to speak the truth and to accept and know the truth. So whichever way the cookie crumbles for you here, just know that the truth will come to you. And you know, Saggy, it always does. So anyways, here's Saggy no longer dealing with a false mask. There was a point in time where you believed a situation could turn around. You believed somebody would do the right thing. You believed karma would come into your favor. You believed justice would be yours. And I'm not disputing those things. But with the dragon card, which you got earlier, and you know represented, where is it? There, strength and wisdom. You know with the dragon card there was obstacles, trials and tribulations, and blockages, okay? You are going to have a block unlocked. You are going to have a door opened, okay? But as of right now in this reading, as of where you sit, you know, at this time, right now in this moment, as from your position and viewpoint, you are no longer trying to break that door open anymore. You were trying to bust it open with the sword of truth. And let's get real. It doesn't matter how many times you reached out to somebody. It doesn't matter how many times you apologized. It doesn't matter how many times you texted or called them or poured your heart out over a letter or an email or a text. It doesn't matter how much you tried to reach out, Six of Pentacles, in fairness and offer the olive branch, because this is the olive branch many times. Olive branch, olive branch, olive branch. And for those of you that know what the olive branch mean, that don't know, the olive branch represents peace. Somebody tried to offer an olive branch to represent peace between two parties. But here's the deal. It didn't matter how many times you did all of those things, because this is perseverance, perseverance, consistence. Doing the same thing over and 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 over again. And it gets tiring, Eight of Pentacles. Virgo energy. You have done it all. Maybe not at all, but you've done a lot. And you've certainly been fair. Beyond your energy level, you have been fair. And by energy level, I mean you did more than you thought you could do. You pushed yourself harder than you thought you could push yourself. Like you broke the limits. This is like working out and just saying, I can do more, and you did 30 more minutes on the treadmill than you thought you could do. This is, I have really put myself out there a lot more than needed. And the Six of Pentacles, you know, the traditional card, someone gets 3, someone gets 2. I'm sorry, someone gets 4, someone gets 2. The traditional energy of that is, I gave more than the other person gave, is where I'm going with that. So Saggy, this is where you sit. I gave more than you gave. I did more in this relationship than you did. I tried harder to get that olive branch extended, but you didn't want it. And you're kind of looking back like, what a waste of time. And to be honest, Sagittarius, you are angry and frustrated. We have someone that's angry and frustrated, not at the other person, because you have love in your heart, not at the other person, but at yourself. You feel like, did I really need to waste all this time? Did I really have to put all my pentacles on the table? Because from what I'm seeing, someone has put time and years of their life dedicated to a person or a situation. I have someone that has spent their own hard-earned money on a person or a situation. You've invested. You've invested your heart, you've invested your money, and you've invested your time. You've also invested your body, okay, and your sexuality, and those things are precious to you, Sag. And so we have someone here that has taken off the mask of perseverance. We have someone here that has taken off the mask that I am so fucking strong. I'm a doer. I'm a succeeder. I'm an achiever. I'm a go-getter. I'm a winner. I'm a hard-ass mofo, which is Sag a lot. The confidence, right? I'm so hard. I'm so strong. But the mask that has come off is that strong mask. And so strength is in reverse, basically, with the Queen of Wands in reverse. The mask that is off is I'm not that strong. I didn't win, actually. I lost. I hurt. I cry. That's this mask. I cry. I feel pain. I feel sadness. I know loss. I know what it is to lose. I know what it is to invest and not get anything out of it. And that, my friends, for Sagittarius is the sad truth that you have accepted. And this is why you have this poor judgment. You're just like, damn, I really fucked this one up. I really did a number on my fucking self. And you're looking in the mirror like, what the fuck, Sagittarius? What the actual fuck, Sag? Again, if you guys don't like my terminology on this channel or you want to whine about shit, click off and fuck off. I'm not here to cater to ninnies. There are ninny channels with big boobies and big nipples that you can suck on those teats, but you're not going to suck on it here. So I repeat, if you don't like my terminology or phrases or cuss words, I do not have hair on my tongue. I will say what comes to my mind or what's in my heart. So hard left, the X button is at the top right corner. You don't have to be here. And by the way, I speak the truth and it would benefit you to hear it. It would benefit you to shut up for once and suck it up. And then you can grow. Because growing is painful. Growing hurts. And sometimes your butt may get a little bit sore because you keep getting life up the tailpipe because you want to keep eating frosting. You don't want to do the work. So if you want sugar, go to another channel and keep getting butt fucked, excuse my French. But that's what the fuck it is. That's the truth. That's the shit you don't want to hear. So if you can't handle the truth, hard left, X the top right corner, click off and fuck off. Bye. So anyways, Sagittarius is here just dealing with it. And there is some sadness involved, but it's not sadness in the phrase that you're crying and you're having heartbreak and you're just really in a suffering energy, like you're just so depressed, you're crying in a corner. Sagittarius people are not ninnies. They don't cry in the corner. Yeah, there's some disappointment and sadness. but it's not going to affect you to the level that you can't go to work or you can't function around your family or you're going to lose and drop your faith. That's not what makes a Sagittarius a Sagittarius. You say, okay, karma, okay, fate, this didn't go my way. I didn't get this person. They didn't want to work this out with me. They didn't want to hear the truth. They didn't want to move this forward. All my energy and investments and work and effort didn't really come up to anything. I feel like I gambled away years. I feel like I gambled away certain judgment. I may look like an ass, Queen of Wands in reverse. I may have lost my temper. I may have lost my head here in the game for a minute. So be it. So be it. And really, I think that should be the title of this reading. So be it. You're ready to move on. What lies and awaits you in the future? What lies ahead for Sagittarius? Spirit, please guide and direct me with these cards. Please show me what lies ahead for Sagittarius in regards to this situation. Please guide and direct me. What lies ahead? Ooh. Stick a fork in it. You're done. Ten of Swords, demise. Look at that. This is, again, so be it. I've been betrayed. I know what it feels like. I've made poor judgments. I know what that feels like. I've suffered. I've lost. I've been through it all. I have been done wrong. I know the pain of that. I know how it feels to lose. I know how it feels to be betrayed. I know how it feels to be alone. And I know how it feels to be isolated right now and work on my healing. I'm just glad it's fucking over. You guys just completed a cycle, Sagittarius. You guys just recently, in the last 10 days, I don't know if you feel it. It must have been that solar eclipse ring of fire. I don't know if you feel it, but just recently, within days, you've completed a karmic cycle. You learned the lesson. You reflected. You achieved what you needed to achieve. It's done. And whatever suffering you were going through in regards to a person or a situation that you were involved in, it's over. No more suffering. And there will be no suffering. And there will be no more sadness. And there will be no more fear. And there will be no more frustration. For you have ended this. And even though it's a painful ending, it's a new beginning. So we have a painful ending for Sagittarius, and now we get into the new beginning. You may have recently ended it with the earth sign that I mentioned earlier, most likely a Virgo. We have Virgo, okay, could be. But it could also be a, Taurus or Capricorn, I don't care. But either way, you've ended it with someone that you felt very committed to. It's over. And so now guess what you get to do? You get to be King of Pentacles. And what does that mean for Sag? More money. More money. So this is some of the good karma that you're going to be getting. Sometimes when you lose in love, you gain financially. Why? Because that's how life balances shit out. Sometimes when you gain in love, you lose in money, right? There's always a payoff. There's always a balancing. You can't have it all, right? Is that the reality that we're facing? We can't have it all. There's got to be a payoff somewhere. There's got to be a balancing of the scales, Six of Pentacles, somewhere. So there you go, Sag. You may not have won on some many levels, but there's a payoff. You may have lost in an arena of love or passion. Okay, you may have lost in that arena, but you gained in another arena. Okay? Kind of like Michael Jordan. Honey, you may suck at baseball, but you kill it in basketball. You know what I'm saying? Right, Sag? Sag, you may suck in the love department. Like, the love department just, it couldn't be more shitty, or it couldn't be more frustrating. Or this goal that you're pursuing, you couldn't suck more, right? You're like, fuck, man. But now you get to throw yourself where you shine. This is teaching, preaching, work, business. A lot of you guys, King of Pentacles, are going to own your own business or be the writer of your own story. Okay? So you get to gain and get momentum in a whole different direction. The Strength card here is in reverse. Again, didn't I say earlier this is the Strength card in reverse? Well, we got it. We got the Strength card in reverse. It's here. No, you don't feel like you are a winner or courageous or strong because, hello, the mask of strength is taken off, okay? The strength is not here. Sag feels very defeated, and to be honest, Sagittarius does have an ego, just like Leo or Aries. Sagittarius hates to be wrong because they spend a lot of time researching to be right. They spend a lot of time, energy, money, and investment into something they feel is correct. So when they are proven wrong or they are proven that it's not for them, there is a level of embarrassment and frustration. So that's what you might be experiencing, is some level of embarrassment, some level of frustration and pain, and just... that was a kick in the gut. A lot of time, energy, and effort went into this, and it didn't come out in my favor. Fucking A. I think if you take it with a grain of salt, I think if you take it for what it is, you take it as a karmic life lesson, you take it as a cycle well learned, I think you're going to come out on top. Because the last thing that's sitting on the bottom is justice. And that represents keep moving forward. And I like to think of that. I just watched with my kids the other day, Meet the Robinsons. And Walt Disney said, keep moving forward. Walt Disney had a lot of fails. He was turned down by a lot of show business representatives and directors and, you know, MGM and just so many things. You know, Walt Disney really wanted to start making animated cartoons for the big names. And it was slam door after slam door. And he lived in his studio he could barely afford. He couldn't even pay his artists. And Walt Disney almost became bankrupt at one point. And he told his artists, you know what? I can't fucking pay you. I owe you all money. And I can't fucking pay you. I don't have another dollar to my name. Like, I am sorry. Take what you can and just go. Get away from me. I'm a failure. This is a fail. This is a loss. I can't do it. It's done. And his artist, he went bankrupt 4 times. There you go. And his artists were like, you know what, Disney? Fuck that. We're going to stay with you. We're going to stick it out. We're going to make it work. This is a vision that we believe in. We believe in this vision, and it's going to be great, and something good is going to happen. We're not going to give up even if you want to give up. And they believed in him. And again, that's Saggy. Belief and having faith when there's darkness and there's zero light. Well, obviously, Disney made it. Disney made it! And Disney capitalized, man. Disney freaking shook all the other freaking, whatever you call it, directors, agencies, MGM, freaking all that, Golden Meyer, like, Disney killed it. He just squashed all of them. He squashed them, man. And not only did his films get out, he started selling merchandise, and he sold everything like to the max. And then he bought land and he made a theme park, and like that shit's still going. Talk about perseverance. Talk about dedication. Talk about a damn successful ending. Hell fucking yeah. Hell fucking yeah. But it wasn't easy. Fuck, it came with a lot of hardship. It kicked Disney's ass. For sure. More than once. But he made it. And that faith, determination, dedication, loyalty, and integrity, man, it goes far. It goes really, really far. And I'm going to tell you, Sagittarius, when you shoot that arrow, it doesn't matter how long it takes, flying through the wind, it will hit that mark. It will hit that mark. Have faith. And your faith has been tested. And it may look like this is doom and gloom. But I can assure you, no good success, no winner, no master achiever ever told you it was easy. No one will ever say it was so easy to get here. No one will ever tell you that. Everyone will tell you that they hit many brick walls, many frustrations, and many downs, and many Five of Pentacles, dark night of the soul. All of them will tell you that. All of them will tell you that their success came through hardship. Why does that resonate with Sag? Hello, Kali. Kali, the goddess of destruction and obstruction and hardship. Why? Because you can't get to Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth and abundance and beauty and luck. You can't get to Lakshmi without the other shit. There's no shortcuts. And for anyone that thinks there's shortcuts, honey, you're wrong. You're very wrong. And trust me when I say this, what goes around does come back around. It is the law of attraction, it is fate, and it is karma. And that good old saying, karma's only a bitch if you are. That's the truth. Karma's only a bitch if you are. Karma doesn't want to come and screw you over. Karma wants to give you things as well. But you have to earn it and you have to deserve it. So I can tell you this, Sag, anyone that has been in a 6, 8, and 7 of Pentacles has earned it. Anyone that has persevered like you have, kept the faith like you have, and done the right thing like you have with the Ace of Swords, living in your truth, walking the righteous path, justice will be yours. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Blessed are those who are like children, for they will inherit the kingdom. And what's so special about children? They master adversity. They have everlasting faith. They are quick to forgive. They're resilient. They're quick to move on after a fall or a difficult situation. They are resilient. And they will inherit the kingdom. They will inherit heaven. So just understand this, Sag. If you are quick to forgive and you are always in your faith and you are living in optimism like there's no tomorrow, you will inherit the good justice. But you have to act in righteousness because children always want to do the righteous thing. They want to do right by everybody and they want to honor people and they want to do good for them and they want to be a helper and they want to love people. Children are empathetic and sympathetic and understanding, and they're very quick to apologize when wrong, and they're eager to learn. So you need to be like that. So I hope you are. Yeah, your ego's damaged a little bit, and fuck yeah, you've been you've been through it, just to say the least. Libra energy, justice is yours. It is on the way. You may be going through an ego death, and it may feel like a kick to the stomach or a stab in the back, but it is what it is. It's going to lead you to success and triumph with the King of Pentacles. I can assure you that your hard work will pay off in some form. You will return in some form, okay? In some form, you will have success and you will have a big win. All right? Bottom of the deck is the Empress, which is successful, abundant, nurturing, loving, caregiving, but also giving birth. So you're giving birth to a newness, and you're giving birth to a new idea, and giving birth to a new you. And you may not be complete yet. You may not have the finality of who you will be in motion yet, but it's on the way. It's on the way. Your business success is on the way. Your financial success is on the way. Your leveling up in this life is on the way. And all I can say is it's on the way. Let's get a card to verify some of this future. Kathy V, you're getting a job tomorrow. This is awesome. Spirit, show me what's in the future. What's in the future for Sagittarius? Oh, already got one. Too much to think about. Virgo, guys, this is constantly a Virgo. I mean, gosh, Virgo, 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 Virgo. Damn. Well, in the future, hidden desires and hidden intentions. In the future, this is what I believe in. The King of Pentacles is a Virgo. And if you're a Virgo too, just listen. But in your future, a Virgo is going to address their hidden desires. There is someone in the future that definitely feels called to step up and do the right thing. Justice card. So in your future, Sagittarius, even if it's not a Virgo, it could be a Capricorn or a Taurus, because those are both thinkers. It could also be a Libra, which is a major thinker. But the strongest signs that are popping out is Virgo and Libra. But it's very well one of the Earth signatures, okay? All the Earths have a signature of overthinking a little bit. Virgo's just number one when it comes to the Earth. Libra can also be an overthinker, but anyways, Aquarius is not here, unfortunately. So please check other placements. But over here with this Libra card, this Justice, in the future, there is an Earth sign that is going to probably reveal what they've tried to have control over. And there also may very well be a Leo involved here. I do see a couple Leo cards. So take it how it resonates. But anyways, this person is going to reveal what they've been feeling and thinking, and they can no longer run and hide from it. We have someone that's going to end a block between the both of you. That's that key being opened. Locked doors can now be opened. So there is going to be an opening here in the future. All right, towards this person. And they are going to be able to come out and speak to you. And there will be communication. Because Justice is going to assure the Ten of Swords, the dark night of the soul, and the Cold War is over. The silence, because Ten of Swords often comes off as blocked. Blocking someone from the phone or social media, or just interacting with them in general. So there is going to be an ending to that kind of a situation. And somebody's going to lose control. Okay, Strength card in reverse, about what they've been trying to hide. Their real feelings and real desires. That, my friends, has been the Dragon. It's been hard to open this person up, okay? Let's get another card here, though, for the future outcome of what's going to be happening for Sagittarius. Show me a little bit of this future with this King of Earth or Justice card. Show me the King of Earth or Justice card for the future for Sagittarius. And this might be you. It could be you. Keep that in mind. Bottom of the deck, the Sphinx. Choose your words carefully. There will be communication. But someone's going to think long and hard what they're going to say before they communicate. The other cards that came out for what the future reveals with the King of Pentacles is unseen forces watch over you. And then we have the Moon card. You will be guided through darkness. And throughout this whole reading, I've been talking about what, Sag? You being the lantern in the darkness. Being guided by what? The fire in your lantern. Okay, so you are being guided through the darkness. And you are being protected with the Spirit watching over you. So believe me, if anyone watching me is like, Steph, I never really had faith. Bullshit. You got to have faith for this to happen. Somebody has had a very profound faith. And Spirit and the archangels are here to help. And they are guiding you through this. Your prayers are being answered. You are being protected, and big things are going to be happening for you. Why? Because you deserve it. You really do. You deserve it. That is the truth. You really, truly deserve it. And I don't say that lightly. Show me the King of Pentacles with this deck. Spirit, please guide and direct me with these cards. Please show me the King of Pentacles with these cards. Give me a message from the King of Pentacles. It's not what you think. Ooh, reconciliation. It's not what you think. Repetition, interesting. Reconciliation, it's not what you think. It's a surprise. I don't know what you think is going to happen between you and this King of Pentacles. What my spirit is telling me is the olive branch. This reconciliation may not be a loving reconciliation, like a romantic one. What this reconciliation is forgiveness and communication and peace. That's what you're going to get, Sag. Forgiveness, communication, and peace. Because I think that's where the foundation lies. Forgiveness, communication, and peace. Again, I'm not here to sugarcoat the truth. I'm here to tell you the truth. But there will be communication, Sag, whether you're going to give it to them or they're going to give it to you. Ha ha ha. Wow, I'm right. A win-win outcome is in the forecast. Full moon in what fucking sign? What fucking sign is this full moon in? Libra. The balancing of the scales. What do we have fucking here? Libra. The balancing of the fucking scales. Justice is coming. That is a double confirmation. Do not deny the truth. Just don't do it. Justice comes to those who deserve it. And justice comes to everybody. Because justice is karma. And all of us deserve karma. But to what level of karma you deserve, that's up to you. You reap what you sow. Sometimes karma takes a long time to give. Seven of Pentacles. Sometimes you are sitting there waiting for years. But it always comes, and it comes on time. Because it's divine timing. So you may have been waiting, and it may have felt like this was a little bit much. But it's finally going to be here. You are going to see it. Judgment Day is approaching. My clock, you can't hear it, but my grandfather clock is chiming. It's coming. I look up, I see 99 minutes. That represents an ending. It's coming. Bottom of the deck, full moon in Scorpio. It's time to release negativity. Again, my nails are not dirty. We have over 200 people here watching. This is green food coloring. I just don't want people popping in saying, damn, her nails are fucked up. Listen, it's food coloring, people. All right. I'm not done with you. We're going to do a Kali. And for my extended Sagittarius, we're going to get into this relationship. And we're going to get into your business career. We're going to get into career, and we're going to get into what this relationship feels and looks like. And what's going to be happening and what that person feels. What is it they're too much to think about? What is it they're too much to think about? I might give you one before I do the extended, but I just want to let you know. Bottom of the deck is Yuga Shakti. Okay, number 13, which is the number of death, major arcana, Yuga Shakti. So there's a death and a transformation. Look at that third eye wide open. And then here we have Guna Tantrika. Guna Tantrika. Guna Tantrika. Interesting. Let's go ahead and read that. What do I see here, first of all? A blood moon crumbling. I see the chakras here. A blood moon and chakras. This represents the crumbling of a foundation. I feel like it's a tower card. And it is the number 5, which signifies change. I'm going to read that for you. So this says, guys, let me get some coffee. Dear tired, exhausted Sagittarius. Dear Sagittarius that deserves better. The Divine Mother manifests the cure for when we feel overwhelmed or confused, or when we feel like we're failing or falling apart, or maybe just locked into stagnation. She is the superior medicine. Even when we may not be sure what is needed to bring ourselves back into balance, she holds the answers. Sagittarius, tune into your heart, and there you will find her sacred prescription. Trust your inner guiding sense of what to do or not to do. Trust that better order is being reestablished. For the path unfolds before you. It is built by faith. Guna Tantrika is Kali, the medicine mother. She generates and regulates 3 inherent qualities within, including your body, mind, and soul. These 3 qualities are known as the 3 gunas, sattva, rajas, tamas. As sattva, Kali is the peaceful detachment and containment in the moment. She is the fire of the rajas, the energy for taking action and hustling for our sacred manifestation. When the Sagittarius's actions rest upon the pure-hearted foundation of truth, your activities can become enlightened, bringing spiritual benefit to all beings, even if we don't always recognize the positive in it. When we need to slow down and heal and ground ourselves to regroup, Kali is tamas, the heaviness that allows the energy to settle. This is temporary inertia that stills momentum and allows us, Saggies, for deep restoration and renewal. Take rest, fire sign, and stay on the course for however long it is needed to manifest your destiny, without becoming desperate, despairing, or exhausted. In such rest, we reset the assessing energy of courage. And we drop our attachment to the external support system and even our own plans. When we don't worry about the outcome, we start to relax in the moment. Excess tamas keeps us enslaved in the negative holding pattern of the gana, or the energy that can help, that actually hinders. We need Kali, the tantric priestess of the gunas, to intervene for our behalf and our cure. Tamas can manifest as depression, procrastination, or the inability to rise and take steps forward, or as action without thought of how it may affect others. So anyways, to overcome excessive tamasic energy, Kali can stimulate fire, creating rajas, a powerful urge to take action again. And she invokes this inside of you. Rajas provide you the gift of accomplishment and a healthy discharge of energy and the lightness of spirit. This is the peace and satisfaction and rest after an achievement. Sometimes we have to pretend like we've already achieved what we wanted to heal, right, guys? I think that's kind of what I'm getting from that. Sometimes, even when we've pretty much fallen on our face and not succeeded with our goals, sometimes we just have to take a step back and feel that we already succeeded so it can then manifest. And that is stepping off the path of action and stepping onto the path of rest and manifestation. Kind of recharging your batteries and anteing up. Guna Tantrika manifests her wisdom and healing through our spiritual instincts. The body and mind know when there is a need for rest, Sagittarius, an activity of detachment, and for engagement that takes strength of spirit, not to override pressures or inhuman expectations. It's almost like the Sagittarius has to constantly perform. When Guna Tantrika arises in a reading, we are asked to trust in this shifting cycle, to give ourselves what we need for our well-being. No being benefits when they are at odds with themselves. You have the inner power now and the capacity to be at peace within your own being. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I appreciate that, Erica. Thank you very much. Bless you. So yeah, I feel like there's a death of the ego, but you got so off track almost. Queen of Wands in reverse, really off track. Pursuing this mission. And it didn't matter what you did and how hard you tried and how much you put into this, it just wasn't paying off. And you kept hitting those brick walls consistently, which really led to a lack of confidence and defeat and sadness, and maybe for some of you, a depression. All of your fire energy, my sweet Sagittariuses, have been in reverse. The Strength card, fire, Leo fire, reverse. The Ace of Wands, Aries energy and determination and action, in reverse. The Queen of Wands, fire, dedication, confidence, win, and just power in general, in reverse. Every single firepower that you've had just dwindled down to nothing but a limp ass noodle. This knocked you on your ass. You really took on a mission that, to be honest, was very unhuman. It was out of this world. And you know what, Saggy, you're a high-ass achiever. And you're goddamn right. You shoot for the stars. You shoot to make a mark that seems unachievable to many, many people. And you were definitely shooting for the stars on this one. And you believed in the impossible. And boy, did you give it your fucking best. And you're pissed because that wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. At this point, you're looking at it like, fucking A, this is really crappy for me. Poor judgment, you know? This is really crappy. It's disappointing to know you can't win them all. It's disappointing to know sometimes you can try your best and it's still not enough. Sag, you did everything you could. Maybe you just needed to hear that from me or from Spirit or from the depths of your own heart. You did all you could. In fact, scratch that, rewind. You did more than anyone else ever would have. You worked with Spirit. You did more than what was even conceivable. You forgave more than anyone forgave. You pursued harder for more years than anyone would have ever pursued this. You gave it your best shot and some. And your dedication and your perseverance and your strength did not fall short of victory in testing your own ability. And can I just say, you've impressed the gods. You've impressed Spirit. You've impressed all of your spirit guides and archangels. You've impressed them. I mean, you truly stood up for what a Sagittarius represents. Congratulations. Congratulations. You achieved a goal higher than any other goal. You got, what is it, in the book of records? But it's, instead of world records, it's like all records. You made a new record. You are in the book of records, Sag. You went further than any human has gone. Do you understand the power in that? You fucking broke the glass ceiling. There is no fucking ceiling anymore because of you. Spirit says, holy shit. Humans are capable of ongoing forgiveness. Humans are capable of persevering and dedicating themselves loss after loss after loss after loss after loss. Humans are dedicated. Humans have a power. Inside them, they are capable. You've proven to the world and you've proven to Spirit and you've proven to your guides and archangels that humans are capable of unconditional love. Humans are capable of pushing their body past its physical limit because the fire inside of you still is lit. You have pushed, this is a miracle. This is a miracle. It is like surviving a deadly disease, and everyone says this is a medical miracle. There's no explanation. No one can say how you did it. But Sagittarius, you know how you did it. Faith. Sorry. Faith is how you did it. Faith. Your foundation and your belief system, that's the foundation you stood on, and that was your rock. And every arrow you ever pulled out of your quiver and shot and shot and shot were arrows of faith. And you kept pew, 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 hitting that block, hitting that wall, hitting it and hitting it and hitting it and hitting it, and never giving up. Never giving up. We are so proud of you. So proud of you. You really showed Spirit a new spunk in the human population. It was not even seen until you. If you think you're going to lose something because of that beautiful energy that you just spent, if you think that you're just going to roll downhill now because you couldn't penetrate the fortress, Spirit's here to tell you you're wrong. Actually, you're going to get something even better. You deserve everything you put in. And because you were shooting arrows of faith over and over again. Do not think that your good karma has been spent. Honey, you just invested millions, if not billions, into the bank of trust of the universe. You just invested all of your tears, pain, hardship, and dedication, and everlasting arrows of faith. You invested into a very, very powerful bank of good karma. And your payoff is coming. Mark my words. Hear it. Feel it for a moment. Your payoff is coming. You invested in the right stock. I repeat, you invested in the right stock. Okay, your spiritual bank account is full and collecting interest every day that goes by that it hasn't been delivered back to you yet. You're going to get a payoff beyond measure. And that Empress card is that fucking payoff. It may not be in the 3D yet, honey, because it's being birthed through the universe and spirit, but it will arrive. It will arrive. I'm going to read this number 13, just a little bit of it, which is a death and transformation for you. By the way, just so you can get a little bit more goosebumps, it says her timing is fierce. Timing. It's all in the timing, honey. If you don't believe in divine timing, you're in the wrong spot. Justice card is who they're talking about. This is who this is, basically. Scorpio, Libra, Cusper possibly, but this is who they're talking about. And Justice says, my timing is fierce. I will deliver justice at the right time. I know when the best moment is to deliver. I know when the best moment is to deliver. Anyways, her timing is fierce with compassionate wisdom. To love her is to honor your greater knowing. She demands the surrender of our futile attempts to control that which is beyond our sphere of understanding, until that pain transforms into the sweet pleasure of release. Even the right thing cannot attain fruition at the wrong time. I want you to fucking read that. I want you to fucking read that. Start right there. Even the right thing cannot attain fruition at the wrong time. Trust her and be shown again and again that her divinity orchestrated workings of time serve you faithfully with grace and love. But that gets me right there. What gets me is even the right thing. Because you've been doing the right thing. 6 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. Excuse me, Saggy has been working at the right thing repeatedly. Right thing, right thing, right thing, right thing. You've been doing the right thing repeatedly. The right thing. But even that cannot come into fruition until divine timing. So I hope you haven't lost faith. I really hope you haven't lost faith, Sag. Anyways, Kali's outstretched tongue and open mouth signify her fierce form as the devouring, divine and warrior goddess. The time emerges from Kali and ends with her. The birth, and we have the Empress to confirm the birth of the new is hers, and she devours the old. Persistence for clinging to what has been, the attachment to our past pain, and fear of an unknown future are zero and no match for her genius and unwavering will to clear away and provide the best condition for the next chapter to unfold in your life. There are cosmic forces at work, cosmic cycles, which the personal cycles in your life must align. There are karmic time frames that govern many soul contracts and those relationships involved, and the timing of life and circumstances and change of fortune. The opening up of a pathway for us, using our free will, can enhance the flow of the healing and assist and aid the movement of this divine timing for the appropriate time. Yet, it is the Divine Mother in her infinite wisdom and regenerative power that knows and enacts the perfect transition at the best moment. And let me tell you, she orchestrates the shifting of individual and collective cycles to be in harmony with each other. That's a whole lot of shit going on up there. This oracle confirms that you are going to experience considerable change. I repeat, you are going to experience considerable and significant change. The timing of this unfoldment is imperative because there are many factors at play, but you will sense when the right moment is upon you. During this time, globally, the light of spiritual knowledge is partially subsumed within the darkness of the ignorance and confusion that our world is currently in. They have disguised truth with a mask of ignorance, claiming that is the ultimate and divine. Little do they know, destruction of that mask and false preaching will come to an end. During this time, even those with the awareness to have positive intentions can become confused and place profit above integrity, attack brothers and sisters on the path, or lay claim to knowledge based on false foundations. Foundations that go against nature, foundations that go against karma, foundations that go against the very cycle of the universe and the very foundation of the energy number 2. There's always that powerful number that duplicates. There's only one number 2, and it signifies positive and negative, light and dark, good and evil, right and wrong. 2 is the power number here today, guys. And balance is represented by the 2. You only need 2 for balance. You do not need 3, 4, 5, and 6, nor any color of the rainbow. You just need 2. It's either black or it's white. That is the balance. It is either right or it's wrong. That is the balance. It is either male or female. That is the balance. It is either yes or it is no. And that is the balance. And that balance will be restored. It will be restored. And the universe right now is waiting for justice to bring it down here to this 3rd dimension, which is karma. And for karma, that is the decision, that is the hammer that can strike down the truth. That is the Ace of Swords. Even when our intentions are noble, in fact, our actions can create further suffering. See, our actions can create further suffering. Such conflict and confusion are signs of an Asuric or negative forces that have gained momentum and an upper hand at this time. Kali, Ma's darkness and ferocity are required to readdress the spiritual imbalance at work. We are in a particular need for her most terrifying manifestations. And when we become confused as to what belongs to the highest and sacred truth and what does not, do not allow yourself to be convinced by another of anything. I repeat, collective, do not allow yourself to be convinced of another. You will see your connection to the divine. Lean into your heart connection to the divine and the universe. The inner clarity and highest understanding will arise like a flame inside of you, and you will see how close we are to the chapter ending on the past, and you will feel the momentum we are in as we're moving into a new cycle. Unique to the iconography of Kali in the Hindu tradition from which she emerges is her poked out tongue. Kali's tongue represents her wild mystery of teaching and the Ace of Swords. It assists us in taking the right things in and expressing ourselves as we choose. Our mother tongue means the language of our birth. Honor your mother tongue. Kali, cosmic mother tongue. She is the original spiritual language of our hearts and our souls. Hers is the language of spirit and light, of the truth beneath the form, and the reassurance that although we must submit to the shifting of a greater cycle, those cycles ultimately move for our greatest spiritual benefit. So when Kali unfurls her tongue with ferocious expression, she is embarking upon spiritual deliverance. And it is that action that precedes her bringing about the end of a diabolical, destructive, dark era of greed, stupidity, fear, confusion, hatred, self-righteousness, a haughty ego, and negativity. The tongue of Kali is a blessed energy, and believe me, its strength is to be reckoned with. It is a reminder that no matter what we see unfolding before us, there is always a path back to the heroic and beautiful truth. Always a path. And it will always overcome the darkness. The light will always, always overcome the darkness. The truth will always, always, always overcome the lies. It is inevitable, it is powerful, and it is everlasting, and it is the foundation of this universe. Period. There is no discussing another point of view. That is the point of view. It is correct, and it is true, and it is done. Period. There is no wavering. Do not attempt to tear it apart. The truth represents the strength that will always overcome. Period. If you have been struggling to let go of a negative legacy, a cycle, perhaps one that extends back through generations, or it has infiltrated a group of people or a collective that you belong to, whatever community you belong to, if you feel like you are struggling to let go of it, this oracle signifies a radical divine intervention shall take place in your life. Call upon her now, because know that the era of darkness is going to end. Unexpectedly, suddenly, like a tower, a new spiritual dawn shall arise. An entirely new era is due to unfold. Keep close to Ma. She shall ensure it is brought into being in the best way and at the best time. And she shall deliver justice. Justice will be yours, especially if you stand on the foundation of truth. If you stand on the integrity for what is righteous, if you stand on the foundation, which is light over darkness and good over evil, you will not lose. Remember what side you're on, Sagittarius. You are on the winning team. You are on the one that will be the last one standing. You will be the last one standing. And the truth will fall like a whack-ass, unfortunate, crumbling, old-ass tower that has zero foundation of anything but bullshit. And dare I say fantasy. And it's just too goddamn bad people had to sit on a foundation of bullshit. Oh well. So be it. Trust and believe that the right time, it will come. Keep the faith, Sagittarius. Keep the faith. Okay. Well, that's pretty much it. I'm going to go into the extended. I hope you join me there. If you guys want to go ahead and view the extended of this reading, if you're fucking hot on fire for this reading and it is calling your name, okay, then honey, go to jks1111.com, subscribe to my website, not YouTube, but my website, and get on board with the extendeds. In the extended, I want to learn more about him, King of Pentacles. And him can be her, but it's a masculine energy. I want to know, is that you? I think it is. And what's coming in with this Empress? I also want to know what's up with this Virgo Libra character that is definitely going to seek justice or receive justice, one or the other. I want to know what's up with that and what that looks like. And I want Spirit to tell me for love, what's in the future for Sagittarius. I want to know what that looks like for you. I want to have a vision that you can hang on to as you manifest this new beginning. I also want to take a look at your career and your money. And I want to see how that's going to start to unfold and what that looks like and what it's going to feel like as you step into justice. So I'm super excited to go there. I'll be using a few decks for that. The Epiphany, some more tarot. I will be getting some confessions of your lover and what they have to say to you. So I hope you go there. But before I go, as I promised, I did want to give you guys a look into this energy real quick about this person that is coming into your future in regards to love. So let's just dive in for a second before I jump over. Ooh, 133 minutes. That's a divine sign on what this can possibly look like. Holy poop. So we have an emperor here. Whew. We have an emperor here, father or masculine energy, a mature male. Could be over the age of 35, definitely over the age of 36. Doesn't have to be, but it feels that way. Coming into your future here. This person is going to be responsible. This person is going to step into authority. This is an authority figure. This person could come off militant. and strong and muscular. If this is a man, they would definitely come off as a muscular man, a very strong person, a physically fit individual, or someone that has some strength to them physically. We also have someone here that has been around the block a few times. They know what life can bring them. We also have someone here that's a little bit ashamed. A little bit ashamed of some actions taken. Angry with themselves, but really willing to end some drama and rebuild, okay? We also have someone coming in that wants to establish a foundation and an authority with you, okay? Somebody wants to establish a good foundation, all right? This is about love here. The Knight of Cups is in reverse. They're not coming in to offer love. And ironically, I said that earlier. I think the olive branch will be offered for peace and communication. But I don't see the olive branch coming in as, I want to get together with you, I want to marry you, I want to be romantic with you. None of that. And I think that's why the Knight of Cups is in reverse. The intentions of the lover coming into your life is to reconcile Six of Cups, make peace, offer the olive branch, but not in a romantic way at the beginning. And I repeat, at the beginning, because this wouldn't be a lover coming in if there was zero love. There is love here, Six of Cups. This is someone you have known before. This is someone you care about. This is someone you've missed. This person that you love and miss is coming in to do the right thing, Sagittarius. This person that you love and miss has hidden feelings for you. Knight of Cups in reverse. This person coming in definitely wants to offer an apology, but is fighting with their ego to give it to you. But they feel it coming up like hot waters beginning to boil. And what I'm feeling here is hot water ready to boil. Have you guys, because I get fucking frustrated making boiled eggs. Fucking pisses me off making boiled eggs. Fucking hate boiling eggs. What pisses me off is, well, I'm a fiery, so I don't have patience for shit. I got to work on that, you know? That's, hello, Sag. Work on your patience, honey, because you have none. I pour the water in, and I put that motherfucker on high. And I'm like, boil, bitch, boil. You're on high, motherfucker. And I sit there for like minutes, and I'm like, come on, come on, come on. And then I see the water start to barely bubble. And I'm like, oh, what is it, my pan? Is it what the fuck? Is it my oven? Like, ay, why can't I get a big bubble? Can you just start boiling already? No, no. Because if you want to sit there and watch water boil, it takes fucking time. And it like purposely takes longer because you're watching it. Have y'all, is it me? Is it me? Have you experienced this? Have you experienced the vengeful nature of boiled eggs and water? Because, you know, maybe it is just me. But those fuckers take forever. All right? And then when the water starts boiling, finally, after the sun sets, which is what it feels like for me, I put those little fucking eggs in there and it stops boiling. Fuck you, eggs. Fuck you in a handbasket. So then the water that boils, it just quits boiling because the eggs are cold. I'm not stupid. The eggs are cold. You know, now it's fucking taking longer. We gotta boil up again. We gotta boil so I can cook these little shits. And I'm like, come on now. Why? I mean, what? Eggs are supposed to take 5 minutes or less. What is this? What is this? Come on. Okay. Well, anyways, my story is this. It fucking frustrates the shit out of me to boil eggs because then I think it takes 5 minutes, but it takes like 15 minutes to cook a fucking boiled ass egg. Anyways, that may be how you feel. frustrated as fuck, looking at the water boil, bitch, boil. But it's not happening. Okay, fine. You know, and if you're sitting there watching the water boil, watching the eggs boil, waiting till they're fucking done, honey, you're going to lose your goddamn mind. Just like I did. You're going to lose your fucking mind, okay? You don't want to do it. Honey, you don't want to do it. Walk away from the eggs, okay? That is my best advice. Walk away from the water and walk away from the eggs. Don't watch them boil. Because like magic, it boils so much faster when you're not watching it. And when you're busy doing something else, all of a sudden your eggs are fucking ready and you're not ready to eat them. You're like, God damn, I was so busy. I didn't even notice the eggs are done. Now I got to go over there and take the water out and crack the eggs and peel them and shit. That was too fast for me. So when you walk away from the eggs, like magic, it feels like they cook in a fucking 60-second time period. Am I right? You walk away and 60 seconds later, those bitches are ready. And you're like, fuck you, I wasn't done vacuuming, motherfucker. Okay? So anyways, my advice with that story is this. Let this shit boil. Walk away. Do your King of Pentacles thing. Focus on work, focus on money, because, hey, that's always nice. It's always nice to focus on financials. I mean, you keep busy, you get paid, you know, you got shit going on that makes you happy. You get to go do nice things. So please, by all means, keep your attention focused on the pentacles. Don't watch this spiritual warfare and the spiritual karma that's ready to break loose on all those asses, okay? The karma will bust all their asses. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. You don't have to watch the boil process, okay? You don't need a front seat with popcorn to watch how their ass is starting to get lit, all right? Just walk away, do you, and trust and believe. Karma will be delivered, all right? So the advice for you, Sagittarius, is achieve some level of temperance, because God knows we have none, basically. We need temperance in our lives. That's our karma. We need some gosh darn temperance around here. And that's it. So I love you guys. And I'll see you tomorrow. I hate to go. I miss you. Whenever I leave, I'm like, oh, I miss my collective. I miss you guys. But fuck, I have kids. I've got family. I've got houses and shit to deal with. But my fucking Rahu keeps me stuck right here on this camera. Like, Rahu's like, no, you don't have a life, Stephanie. Stay on the camera. You have no life. Actually, I love what I do, and I'm obsessed with tarot, like, to a probably sickening point. I think about tarot all the time. I think about astrology all the time. Like, can I ever get my mind away from all of this? The answer is no. Unless you want to take me to Disneyland, the answer is no. Thank you, TJ, brand new, for the $5. I appreciate ya. I love you guys. Woo! Enjoy your day, Sag. Thank you for watching me. Please support my channel. Like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my freaking channel, JKS 1111. It won't kill you. Chances are, if you liked this reading, you can handle my mouth. Okay? You're not scared of the truth. You're not a Nini. You don't need TT to be satisfied, and you sure as shit don't like sugar-coated readings. So thank you for watching this video all the way through. You're a fucking badass. And that's why you're gonna win. And that's why you're a Saggy and everyone else is crying right now in their piss-pants diaper. Because they can't handle the fucking truth. They want a different story. Okay? All everybody else wants to hear is, tell me the new love that's coming in my life. Tell me the good shit that's due to me that's coming to me tomorrow. Tell me the good shit about this person suffering. Tell me the good shit. Listen, Linda, listen. You ain't gonna get shit. All you gonna get is some fucked up shit. Acting like that, acting like a fool. That's what you're gonna get. And you know what else you're gonna get? You're gonna go get lied to. Bye. Goodbye. Enjoy your cream puff full of lies. I hope it tasted well. And I hope tomorrow the truth smacks you in the forehead like a fucking cold-ass pancake. Okay? I hope you enjoy that shit. And when you're done watching fake-ass bullshit, you're welcome to come back. You won't be blocked. You're welcome to come back. Once you got rid of being a ninny and crying and having a baby fit, you're welcome to come back and hear some truth. I'll be right here waiting for you. I ain't going nowhere. All right. Well, I love you guys. Also, in case you didn't know, I have a tarot class. Hello, up and running. Where are you motherfuckers? Why aren't you learning tarot? When are you going to start doing readings for me? When are you going to have a bomb-ass channel that I can tune into? Hello? You know you're called to it, and you know you're supposed to be learning tarot. You probably already know half of it. So learn the other half. Get on my freaking website, jks1111.com. Get on there and do something for yourself. For once. Take the class and read for other people. Sag, you know that's part of your purpose. Right now it's $100 off. It's a badass class. And you're going to really love it, I'm sure. Because you're going to know it through and through. Don't forget to take notes. That's available. I also have some moon ritual candle magic favors I can do for you guys. I only have a certain limit. I'm only doing 10 small candles for people for communication, healing, and some form of reconciliation with your partner. Okay? I have that available on my website. The little candles are only $20. I do it, I record it, you get to see what's up with your candle. I interpret the magic. I tell you what's going on with each individual candle. I tell you if something is blocking your future, your past, your present, or the spiritual. I tell you if there's going to be an obstacle in front or not. I can tell you if there's more than one party involved. I can tell you all kinds of shit based on your candle. Each candle will burn differently. That's a fact. But again, I only have 10 people allowed to do that because I'm not going to throw my energy into, tons of people. It's karmic and it takes a lot out of me. Anyways, so that's available. And then I have a personal private candle magic that I can do for you. I do not do this ever. And I've never done this since I began my channel. So this has never been offered. For 3 fucking years, it's never been fucking offered. And it may never be offered again, depending on how I feel about it and depending on how the energy and karma goes when I do it. We'll see. We will see. But if you want me to do any kind of magic for you to encourage growth and healing in your personal situation, there is a personal private candle magic also available on my website, jks1111.com. Again, only 2 are allowed for that specific magic. 2 people. That is it. That is all. So if you want to be one of those 2 people, please go to jks1111.com. What I will do for you in that video is I will have flowers bought, most likely carnations or roses. I will use my gemstones. I will cleanse. I will do the whole deal for the candle magic, just as I do for myself, and help you with the right color candle, the right day. I am shooting for new moon magic and full moon magic. So I'm only going to be doing this the next full moon and the next new moon. So that's the timing. That is the timing. You must, but of course you have to get in line because there's a lot of people that want to do it. So if you don't get it now, you're not going to be very benefited if you wait till the new moon or the full moon to order, because it won't be there. There will be no order. You'll be sitting there on a new moon or a full moon wishing you probably had and you didn't. So if you want it now, go ahead, jks1111.com. I will record it and tell you how your candle did. Only 2 people for the private magic. The private spell, really. Okay? But it's a magic of the universe. And it is very powerful. And I have seen success in that, major success in that, personally in my own life and in the life of my friends that I've done magic for. So anyways, that's available. The other thing I have available right now is a compatibility consultation. It is a 30-minute recorded video. I do not want to meet with you in person and chit-chat for 3 hours to do it. It's 30 minutes, and it is a consultation where I will look over your birth chart of you and your lover and see if you guys are soulmates, or you are twin flames, or there is some contract between the two of you. If there is not, I will be happy to tell you what that soulmate would be like and how you're probably going to meet that person, so you can have an idea and some timing of when that might happen. Okay? So that is also available for a short time, but it's there on my website, jks1111.com. If you want a compatibility report looking at your birth chart aspects, please go ahead and go there now and do that. So I guess that's pretty much it, guys. Anything else you see available on my channel, feel free to shop around. I have a lot of merch, a lot of cool stuff, JKS stuff, I Love Tarot stuff, DMDF stuff, twin flame stuff, all the zodiac signs. I've got all of that in my shop also. So you name it, your sign's there, and there's messages with it. So a lot of cool merch and stuff like that if you guys want anything. So that's it. I love you guys. Thank you so much. At the very least, like and subscribe the video that you have right now on YouTube. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. I look forward to the rest of this extended. I hope you do too. I think there's going to be some really good answers revealed in what's coming out of this reading. Thank you guys. And remember, like I always say, this love and this life is a journey. Step by step, it is a journey, not a destination, not a point of achievement, but a journey. So just keep swimming. It's all you have to do. All right. I love you guys. Thank you, Loretta. Walk away from the eggs, everybody. Walk away from the eggs. Love you guys. See you on the other side, extended lovers. Bye-bye.